Hello, receiving students and the model class.
Hello, Miss Swadua.
Thank you. Take your seats. Okay, receiving students and the model class, I hope you are all ready now for today's science lesson. Let's all sit up straight and begin with our lesson for today. Your last lesson, you looked at the prehistoric age, and I'd like someone to tell me what you have learned in your last lesson. You had your last lesson with Mrs. Watlangas, and you looked at Prehistoric Age 1. What was the activity on? Anything that you have learned? Any new words? Come on, model class receiving students. I hope you are telling your teacher. All right, let's hear from the group on that corner. Shannon.
Events in the prehistoric era.
Okay, good. Thank you, Shannon, for that answer. Any more? You looked at the prehistoric age, and did you come across the different eras? What are the names given to those different eras? During that time, there were some events that took place in those different eras. Cullen?
We learned about Precambrian era, Paleozoic era, Mesozoic era, and Cenozoic era.
All right, the recent era that we can see or we can name is the Cenozoic era. Which era did the dinosaurs appear? Through your last activity that you did, you went through some eras, correcting that activity with Mrs. Watlangas. Yes, okay, good. Give us your answer. Thank you. Annie?
Paleozoic era.
Okay, Paleozoic era. All agree, class? All right, let's go on to today's lesson. We will continue to look at the different events that took place in the past, prehistoric age. Our topic is on the same strand, which is at and beyond. Substrand, our at and its origin, and still on the same outcome and unit. Class topic for today is on the prehistoric age part 2. All right, let's go on to our activity for today. Our activity for today, receiving students and the model class, you will draw a timeline on the strip of paper or paper strip. The paper should be 120 centimeters long, or you can have your paper strip more than a meter long. And we are going to use the scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 50 million years ago. All right, so I have started you off by drawing this. This is not drawn to scale, I just estimated but for you, you must draw it according to the measurement on the meter ruler. All right, so 1 centimeter, looking up here, is equal to 50 million years. So you are going to count by 50. 2 centimeters will be what? Class? What about 9 centimeter? 450 million years. Okay, and your timeline must continue. Here I stopped at 10 centimeter. You continue on to 100 centimeter, which is equal to 1 meter. Right? No need for you to write the small numbers in between 50 and 500, so long as you know that 1 centimeter is equal to 50 million years. So all right, I have a sample to show you on the whiteboard. This is the strip of paper, and I've decided to go horizontally. You can draw your timeline vertically. For me, I tried to draw it horizontally, and I started with past to present, meaning I started from 100, 90, 80, and down to 0 centimeter. At the bottom, I have the years, million years written here. This is 5,000 million years, 4,500, and it goes down to 0 million years. Okay? So whichever way you want to draw your timeline, it can be horizontal like mine or vertically. You decide in your group. But your measurements should look exactly like mine. Okay, I'll give you only 2 minutes to do that because we have the next activity to do. Once you finish with the ruler, please pass the ruler to the next group. Or you can use a 30 centimeter ruler. Not towards the end, somewhere. Don't go towards the end of the paper. Okay, good. Thank you. Let's see. Is it 100 now? Mistake. Oh, you can rub it off. Okay. So long as you don't make many mistakes. No button. part of it. Here is the full one.
Thank you.
That's still all right. Doesn't matter so long as you have your labels there. Did I give you the markers? All right, let's move on to the next instruction for your activity. All right, instruction number 2 reads, arrange the event cards in order and plot them on the timeline. In your previous lesson, you were told to prepare event cards, and I hope you have done that, receiving students. These are the event cards. On the whiteboard, I have a chart to show you the general events that took place in the past. All right, all looking up here. Next to these events, we have, these are the main biological events. And there are altogether 17 of them. We have the first reptiles, 310 million years. The events are written, and next to the events in brackets are the year in which those particular things appeared or life began. Right, so we have the Earth's crust solidifies, meaning the Earth cooled off after it has been formed. About 3,950 million years ago. Right, so receiving teachers, if you do not have the main events, these are the main events that the students will be using to plot on the timeline. For the model class, I am going to give you the scraps of papers with these main events, and you are going to plot them. Let's do one as an example. Now, tell me when did the Earth begin? Or when was the Earth formed? In your last lesson? 4,600 million years ago. So here, 4,600 million years ago, this is what I will do on my timeline. I will now paste it on the chart, glue it on the chart that I've given you. Using your marker or pencil or biro, you draw an arrow to where 4,600 million years is. Here on my timeline, I have 5,000 and 4,500. Where would 4,600 million years be? 90, this is 90 centimeters. 4,500 is 90. Plus 50 will give you 4,550. 50, and next to it will be 4,600. So your arrow should be pointing from here down to here. Okay, do you all understand what to do? You are going to use the event cards and put them at their right dates on the timeline. I've shown you one as an example when the Earth started, or the formation of the Earth. Right, let me have all the runners to come up, or group leaders. Sorry, we'll have the group leaders now to come up and get your times event cards. Okay, you will have glues to help you do that too. Once you finish, you paste it on the big chart. No, if you make a mistake, then I'm sorry. You should be working. That's okay. This is okay. You just write the million years at the top. This is in centimeter. So just write 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and go on. On your worksheet, you will find these events. I have only chosen some out of the many that's on your worksheet. You will use the ones that I have on the whiteboard. If you want to. It's okay, you can bring it here. Just be balanced. Balance it out. First, when you finish with the glue, pass it to the. Yes, okay, you stick it on this white sheet of paper, and then you start labeling, putting those events in order. What came first, second, third, and what year did all of those things take place. I give you one scissors, so you get the glue from the group. Okay, finish. You start seeing the events and plotting them in. Put this chart, glue it on that chart. Okay, so you can put those events, drawing here, glue it. Where's your strap of paper? You glue it on that big sheet of paper. Glue it on. Then you paste those events. Okay, your strip of paper now should be glued on the big chart in the middle. In the middle, so you can have space on the sides to put in the events. Did I leave a glue here for you? Oh, you got the glue already. Okay, while others are doing that, others should be looking at the event cards and arranging them in order. If you need to use the scissors to cut those extra white parts off, you can do that. Others should be looking at the events and arranging them in order. Don't paste them yet, you just arrange them. I'm talking about the events. And once you are 100% sure, you glue the strips of papers. Yes, okay. 1,500. You want to paste it on or not yet? You don't want it.
Like this.
Yeah.
Like this. 2,950.
Yes, you can paste it maybe on the side like this, and then you can draw lines. Yeah. So you found that already. It should be one between here, 1,500. Okay. You can cut this extra lines, white.
You have 17 minutes remaining.
Okay, let's see. 240 million years ago, dinosaurs appeared. 240. This is 500. 50. 50, 100, 150, 200. It's supposed to be somewhere here. You can draw a line down. Glue it.
Red barrel come. Thank you. Mikey, red barrel.
I gave you the event cards already. They are there. You are going to get them from here. Come. Come. You are going by 50. So this is 500, 1,000, 1,500. This should be 2,000, 2,500. That's it. Yeah. And in between is 50. You're counting by 50. That's it. Okay, you can draw an arrow. You can paste them along this way and draw arrows to the ears. Good. That's it. Okay, paste it on like this. This 500 can hang loose up here. Information here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Your idea. Come up with your own idea. Yeah, and then from here you can have the events. Quickly, quickly. Okay. So you can paste them here and draw arrows down. Good, good, that's it. You know what to do. Okay, Sambo, those are the events there. Bring them up. See the ears and put them quickly. Yes. What's your question? Yes, that's it. Okay, more, some more. Do the rest.
We want to light the microphone.
Yeah.
Now suppose. Okay.
Make sure that you.
Mikey 46 come 46. Mikey 46.
Formation of the earth, where? Where is the formation of the earth? You should label it as the first one. Cut it, cut.
Cut it here.
Yes, cut it, paste it.
Next month, scissors come. Darren, scissors come.
All right, please, we should be working a bit faster, thinking faster, and moving our hands fast. Everybody should contribute and help so your group can finish your work on time. Good. Yes, you cut. That's why I told you you can cut them. Cut them. Okay, you can draw arrows. Paste them on the side and draw arrows to that. Just estimate. Okay, you talk. Huh? Yeah. Oh, finish. Borrow the scissors.
30 minutes past, so Tony is very anxious about the
Time.
time. So there is many
Slides.
doesn't mean
Anything.
help to understand the meaning. So now I also discuss about the issue. Then maybe the time is you can just
Not show. Yeah.
conclusion. Anyway, time is only 10 minutes.
All right. I know every one of you have understood what to do, which is good. You are doing fine by starting on with your work, pasting those events on the timeline. So long as you have 2 or 3 events already pasted, and you will continue with the others for homework. Since we are running short of time, we will stop here, and you will continue on in your own time to complete this. And I am going to assess this activity. It's going to be assessed, so I do not want to rush you. And so as the receiving students, if your teacher wish to do that, he or she can do that. So we do not want to rush you with your activity for today. All right, sitting up straight. I will go back to the events. These are the events that I have chosen in your workbook. Receiving teachers, if you have other events beside mine here, that's still okay, so long as your students understand what to do and where each of these events can be slotted on the timeline. So you will continue with your class at your own time to slot in the other events. If you have done others already, good on you. Now we will go on to the next activity instruction. In your next lesson, we will go through that question together as a recap. But those of us with workbooks, I'd like you to answer this question also for homework. And we will go through that in our next lesson. All right, I have some pictures to show you of some creatures that appeared long time ago. Trilobites, example of one here. Then on your event cards, you saw jellyfish. Next, we have reptiles, first reptiles, land plants, birds, fish, and those are the events that we should have in order on our timeline. Okay, I have now given you the events in order. What you can see on the screen, we started with the formation of the earth. And the last part on your timeline should show the earliest humans which appeared in 2 million years ago. That would be next to 0, between 10 and 0 centimeter on your timeline. All right, we now will go on to our key phrase for today's lesson. Your summary is the timeline. After you arrange all your events in order, that's your summary. You will transfer that onto your workbook. Okay, our key phrase for today's lesson, appearance of plants and animals. Our next lesson will be on fossils, and our materials needed come with some examples of fossils or pictures of fossils, and also find out what are fossils. Right, with that, thank you class for your participation in today's lesson.